So I don't know if there are any nudists in tonight, but, well, I've got a few questions. First of all the sports, why volleyball? Like, at least pick something where you don't have to jump around so much. Although I suppose rugby wouldn't be much of an improvement. Nice tackle, boy. I was on holiday recently with my girlfriend, and we went to the beach, and we had an encounter with a nudist. French she was. I could tell she was French because, well, I'll get to that.
How'd she do it?
Came out of the water, looked like she was smuggling diesel. I felt like trying to escape for a few days. I looked at her.
No, I suppose not.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to the stage one of my favorite comics.
She'd leave anything.
It's Joe Murphy.
I have no idea that she never said anything about.
Joe, you're up.
I don't think I can do this right now.
It's alright if you're nervous. It is part of it, you know?
I'd love to tell you how hilarious Daniel was, but I wasn't really listening. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you're having a nice evening. Good for you. Why do comics always have to fuck about with the stand? Like they really need all this room. What do you think I'm gonna do? A backflip? Anyway, how are you all doing? Sorry, I already asked that. So there's this coffee shop that I go to every morning on Westgate, and every morning the same barista asks me, "Are you having a nice day?" And I say, "Yes, I am." Every morning this exchange occurs, and yet rarely am I actually having a nice day. But I can't say that to this young, bright-eyed barista who's just trying to earn a minimum wage while she pisses 3 years away on some philosophy degree, because she'd ask me, why not? What possible reason could you have for not enjoying this beautiful day? There are hundreds of thousands of people dying of cholera, and you can't even enjoy your mocha frappuccino. What is wrong with you? And I say, everything. And then they'd have to give me a few extra stamps on my loyalty card. My name's Shell, and I've been doing this for validation. All right, I know it's late, just bear with me. What's been going on in the news at the moment? They say that climate change is getting worse. I mean, we've always known about climate change. It's like that one friend that you know has a drinking problem. Every night she's wasted. You keep buying her drinks. I guess the fires in Australia are the ecological equivalent of your alcoholic friend shitting her pants and throwing up all over herself until you finally think, we gotta stop this. You don't care what I think? Fair enough. My generation was responsible for memes. Sorry, I forgot to, Anyway, last month my sister announces that she's pregnant. Amazing, isn't it? Do you know who else has a kid? Everyone. It's when they have a second one that gets on my nerves, like the first one has seen through them. Shut up. Sorry. You want to hear some jokes, yeah? Well, you've come to the wrong place. Nah, I've got a couple. So I went to the library the other day, and whenever I try to come up with new material, I used to ask my friend Holly for advice, and she'd say, just figure out the difference between good jokes and bad jokes and opt for good. She took her own life, I found out a few minutes ago, just backstage there. I remember this one time, she told me she thought about killing herself, and I said, so did I this morning when my flatmate asked me to clean the oven. Seriously though, do you know how much of a faff that is? I thought I was lightening the mood, but I think I was just scared. Scared to hear those words out loud. We were supposed to meet that day. And then she sent me this text. Just 3 words. We are done. And that was it. All we want is for someone to hear us. I used to think that I wanted to be a radio presenter, but I think I just wanted people to listen to me talk. Do you ever notice how DJs always sound like they're in such a hurry? Can't Say Me Now by the Libertines, coming up next. Like they're about to go and catch a train. I used to sit at the back of comedy clubs, watching all these comics talk about their problems and not being able to relate. And every time I got up on stage, I felt like such a fraud. Because everything that I had achieved in spite of nothing. Horrible, right? But now things are different. Now my best friend is dead. And I have a reason to be angry at the world. I have a reason not to enjoy my mocha frappuccino. You're right down there. I think he's a bit confused. No, I'm not. My friend really did kill herself. It's okay. I mean, it's not okay. But you're okay. You know what is funny is the first thing I asked was, how did she do it? How, not why. So I got to thinking, I wonder how I'd do it. I could lay my head on some train tracks, but the fucking things are so unreliable. I could hang myself, but I don't think I even own any rope. Does anyone own any rope that isn't a serial killer? You go out and buy some, but by the time you get back, you'll probably have changed your mind. You have to plan this stuff. I should probably tell some actual jokes, shouldn't I? So, yeah, I'm at the library and I ask the librarian, I wonder if Holly knew she was gonna kill herself when she woke up this morning. I wonder if she bothered to brush her teeth. We were supposed to meet that day after she was done having lunch with her parents, and then we are done. She wasn't cutting me off. She was just letting me know that they had finished eating. What are you laughing at? We're all damaged. You're damaged, aren't you? My therapist told me I have classic depression, which I'm not happy about. I mean, I don't mind having depression, I'd just rather not have the standard version. Just the other week, I stood at the very top of my block of flats and I thought about jumping. Because they say the suicide doesn't solve anything, but it sort of solves everything, right? You don't have to pay the rent, meet that deadline, go to the dentist. You're dead. So, yeah, I lifted my foot off the step. And then these words just went through my head. This'll show them. And that's when I realised something. I'm not suicidal. I don't wish that I was dead. I wish all of you were dead. They say that tragedy plus time equals comedy, but right now I'm just at tragedy. You still want to hear my joke, yeah? So I went to the library the other day and I said, I'd like to borrow a book on dealing with suicide. And the librarian, this sweet little old lady, said to me with a smile, as long as you bring it back. That was the kindest thing that anyone has ever said to me. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shel Murphy. Shel, where did that come from? You've got to go back out there.